Hi, ladies. Hi, guys. Dees and honeys. It's your girl, Sauti turned Niger babe. So, before we go on, I've got two things to mention. Please excuse me. My voice is crusty, it's rusty, it's not as audible as it usually is because the girl has just been I've been down and under the cold. Not, no, 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 no. Not corona. Let's get that right. Okay, it's not corona. It's just a normal cold. Um, but anyway, you don't need the details. And then the second thing is, so you're like my page, subscribe to my channel, Sauti turned Niger babe, and of course, why not turn on that notification bell so that anytime I upload new videos, you'll be the first to get them. You know what I'm saying? Hey. So I want us to talk about raising tomorrow's men today. Now, as you all know, I am a mother, a proud mother of two soldiers. Yes. Whom I love so much, dearly. I could die for my kids, y'all. So I'm talking about this conversation or this topic because of a current situation that is happening in, I don't want to say in the country, I would want to say all over the world, because I feel like how we raise our boys affects them and the person they become tomorrow. You know, and these are personal practices. Take them, don't take them, it's okay. You know, everybody's entitled to that. I am trying to teach my kids because I'm from an abusive family. My dad, yes. My biological dad used to abuse my mom, badly so, to a point where he actually wanted to kill all of us. But we're not talking about that, okay? Just wanted to give you a little. And I see how it affected my brothers differently. I've got two brothers, older brothers. It affected them differently. The one turned also violent, you know, and aggressive towards females, and the other one just crawled into a shell, you know. And obviously it affected them to the men that they are today. They're grown-up men. The other is 40 and the other is almost 40. So I was also an aggressive girl. Ooh, child, let me tell you. I became angry, I became aggressive towards everybody and anybody. And to a point where growing up, my mates didn't want to play with me because they were scared of being beaten by me. You know, and of course as a child you don't realize that, and you ask yourself, why don't they want to play with me? You know, you ask it. It's so sad until I decided, okay, baby girl, you are beautiful, you are a happy child, why don't you just leave that anger and aggression aside and be happy? So that is why I am as happy as I am. Okay, so I have realized that as mothers, or should I say mostly single mothers, are left with a greater job to deal with in terms of raising boys. Remember, as a mother, you're also still healing that wound of separation. Obviously things didn't work out between you and their dad, hence you're a single mother. And now here you are left to raise these young boys. You know, some single parents have it the nice way where they actually get to co-parent, you know, and the boy gets to actually spend time with their dads. Some actually don't even have a dad. He's never existed. He was just there for the making, and then the raising up and everything is left to the mother. And some are just not in good terms. You know, it's too many situations, and unfortunately, it affects the children. So, yeah. Well, how do you raise your boys? Do you teach them to be gentlemen? What do you say about their dad to them? You know, are you painting a good picture, or you just say, child, you're dead? Sorry for the interruption, my sons. Don't you just love them? Um, are you teaching them, are you painting a good picture about him or a bad picture? Child, your dad is the worst human being. He's an animal, he's this, he's that. Because I would want us as mothers to be very careful of what we say about our kids' dad to them. Because not only does it affect how they, or change, or mold how they see their dad. Because remember, parents are kids' role models. So I am asking this question because I realized that most of our men are wounded, you know, and this violence doesn't just start now. You know, it doesn't start now when they're grown. It's something that they have been exposed to in their childhood, and it grew to who they are today. You know, some of them it affected them positively, in the sense that they chose, I'm gonna treat my woman as a queen that she is. I'm gonna treat my woman the way a queen should be treated. I'm gonna treat my woman like a, you know, with respect, with love, with understanding. I'm gonna communicate with my woman, and I'm gonna spoil her, you know, and I'm gonna be best friends with my woman. And some it affected negatively, in the sense that they feel like violence is like the next best thing, you know, like violence is the best option to solve things, like force you to do things that you don't want to do, and physically, emotionally, mentally, and otherwise, you know, break you, destroy you, hurt you, and basically they are oppressing you. And unfortunately, some don't even have the intelligence of removing themselves from the situation, you know, and they end up killing, you know, a sister, killing a queen. But then they also kind of forget that some, they have sisters, like literally sister siblings. And should a brother treat their sisters, you know, like maybe they married to that brother, or they are not like a sibling brother. I hope you get what I'm saying. They turn to take offense to that. They literally take matters in their own hands by going and approaching their siblings' partners, and, you know, maybe opening a case and whatever. But they forget that they're also a perpetrator, you know. So I would urge, I'm actually urging, not I would urge, I am urging all of us parents to start training our kids differently. You know, I think I'm being unfair by just talking about male children, because also female children are much like affected by this whole thing. You know, absent dads, cheating dads or cheating moms, drunk parents, you know, a very violent environment as well affects. I'm a girl child, okay, and I know I have the wounds emotionally, mentally, um, you know, in every other way because of my dad. And it unfortunately um, affected or deterred my decisions as a child, as a black South African female child, where I told myself and I vowed, you know, I will never, never, you know, date a black South African man. And I stuck to it, you know, and that is something that is a reality to most of our black South African females to say, because of your childhood, because of what you went through, what you've seen, it affects your adult decisions, you know. So yeah, let's have a conversation. It's a very deep one, you know. It's a very, very deep one. And it's a very personal one because I'm talking from personal. It's very personal, you know. Um as I talk about it, I am reminded of all that I've gone through as a child, you know. Um and the male examples that I had, you know, yeah, it's sad because it's an average daily scenario for a black female child in South Africa. I don't know about other countries, you know, because I grew up in South Africa. I don't know. So hence I'm doing this video. Let's share experiences, let's share comments, let's share ideologies, you know, and let's talk about it. Let's raise tomorrow's men today. It starts today for them to respect women, for them to, sorry, my kids are making noise. Yeah, sorry about that. I've got kids, y'all. Y'all just have to understand. You know, let's raise tomorrow's men today. You don't like an abusive man, right? You don't like a violent man. You don't like a disrespectful man. You don't like trashy man, right? So why not instill that in your kids? I think that would be the world's best thing ever, you know. I think our kids would grow up honoring the woman that we are and the the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience that we've instilled in them. So let's teach our children you don't say mean and ugly things to other people. You don't raise your hands to anybody, not just to women or girl children, to anybody. Because first of all, violence doesn't solve anything. It actually makes it even worse, you know. Let's teach our children that if they find themselves in a compromising situation, they need to apply the intelligence of just excusing themselves from the whole thing, walking away, you know, because exchanging in better, like changing banters can only lead to the next. And who knows what the next is? It could be a slap, just a slap, it could be just a punch, it could be a gunshot, it could be a stab, you know, and you wouldn't want your child to be like that. You wouldn't want your child to end up in prison or dead. You know, let's also teach our girls to say, let's respect each other, let's respect ourselves, let's respect the next person, let's talk to them the way we would love to be spoken to, you know. Let's talk to each other, not at each other. Let's stop disrespect. Let's stop demeaning, attitude and behavior. Because I'll tell you what, a girl child that is seeing their mother or their parents talking harshly to each other, they think that is the best thing. That is right. That's the correct thing to do, and they do it to other people. And when you have a broken boy, I'm not going to say a broken man, when you have a broken boy and a broken girl in a relationship, which is the case in most cases, which is a reality in most cases, you end up having a broken home, you end up a girl disrespecting the guy and just, telling the guy where to get off, Let's teach our children to be better people for tomorrow. Let's teach our children to be kind to each other, to be respectful, to be loving, and to honor each other, because there's just so much hate in this world, so much disrespect, so much pain, hurt, and sadness in this world. Let's change the mindsets. Let's change the story. Let's flip the script. So yeah, that is what I have today. Let me hear your comments. Let me hear your stories if you have. Let's share. If you would like, can you please share this on your social pages, be it Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, I love you guys. No, I'm not sad. I healed, okay? Yeah, check out later. Spreading love and light.